I am sitting here in my bathroom in this little tiny chair, which used to be my son's chair when he was little, because we have a severe thunderstorm warning and we had a tornado warning. And I'm sitting here now because I'm getting a little panicky. So I came to the bathroom and I could hear thunder, outside, and it's raining. I was just on the phone with my daughter. I said, I gotta get off the phone. I said, because, I don't like to be on the phone, like when it's thundering and carrying on like that. But I did bring my phone. I don't know if I should even be on my phone in here. But I'm in the bathroom, and which is where and it got real dark, sort of dark out there. And the weatherman, I thought, had said that the tornado warning was over. And then at one time they had put it down to a watch. And then it went, I don't know what they're doing. It's going back and forth. But I know that I'm sitting in the bathroom. I got the door open and everything. I ain't like I got the bathroom, like I'm closed in here. Because even though I am really afraid of weather like that. Because I was in a tornado one time. And that was way back. I was actually living to the Hampton, New Haven line. This was back in 1989. It was July 10th, 1989. And matter of fact, my son was a baby. So he'll be 32. No, he'll be 33 this year. So he was a year old. So that's been 32 years ago. That was the scariest day of my life because I lived on the third floor. And the wind was blowing, the house was going like, whoa, like that, back and forth. And it was so much noise. And I was getting ready to lay down. I had my baby with me. And so, he had a crib and everything, but I was going to let him lay down and go to bed with me. And I had him with me the whole time. And we laid in the bed, and I had an air conditioner in the bed in my bedroom because it was so hot, being that I lived on the third floor. And I had only been living in that apartment about 2 years. As a matter of fact, before he was born, I hadn't even been there. I think I had been there a year when he was born. But I had gotten the air conditioner while I was pregnant because I was so miserable. And I was like, oh my God, here I am pregnant. And my daughter at the time, the one that's next to him, she was 13, almost going on 14 years old. So, I hadn't had no baby in a long time. And as a matter of fact, when I first got pregnant, I was sort of thinking, oh my God, I'm going through the menopause. Yeah, it was menopause, all right. Get back to changing them diapers and making formula menopause. Anyway, so just me and my son was home at that particular day. He was a baby. And I had the air conditioner in the window. Everything was getting like, it started to feel like windy. And just, my bed was like next to the window. I had like two windows on the same side of the outside of the room. Well, I don't know how to describe that. But anyway, the opposite of my bed, which, the way that the bed was. And there's two windows on the other side. And all of a sudden the wind started blowing, and I'm thinking, oh my God, it's gonna blow the air conditioner out of the window. And so here I am, I'm over there, I got my baby, still got him. And the wind is gonna blow this air conditioner out of the window. So I'm trying to get the air conditioner, to stay in the window. And all of a sudden the other window that was closest to my bed blew out. Boom! We got out just well. I guess I got up just in time because there was some glass laying on the bed. Okay, so we got up, and by this time it is getting so dark and then getting so scary. And I had a closet like in the middle of the house. I was on the third floor. Let's keep that in mind. Third floor. I'm on the third floor in a plank house. And across from that little closet is another little closet, but and the bathroom, they're all on the other side. And I got into that closet, me and my baby. I had his bottle. I don't know how I still had his bottle. But you know what? The strange thing is, I had a dream that we were in that tornado, that we was in a tornado. And the only thing I could say, it's coming right at us. That was in my dream. I said, it's coming right at us. And I realized in the dream that we had everything we needed. And sure enough, I had my baby's bottle. He had just turned a year old, because I had told him, if he didn't start walking before he got a year old, I said, if you don't start walking, you're not going to have no birthday party. I was just talking to hear myself talking, but by golly, he started walking. He started walking before his first birthday. He was the longest kid I had, because all of my children walked 9.5. I think it was like 10 months, 10.5. And he didn't walk. He was standing up, but he wouldn't go nowhere. And, when he started walking, it was on then. But anyway, while we was in that closet, man, I'll tell you, there was nothing but noise. Doors were slamming. You could hear stuff booming, and the roof is going vroom, 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 like that. I said, oh God, this house is gonna go over. I had a couple of beers that day too. It was about 5:30. Matter of fact, my clock stopped at 5:35 p.m. That's what time my clock, because I had an electric clock at that time. And that's what time the lights went out. But I could actually see when that tornado was coming through, how it got black. It got black. The black came just like this, right across, and everything went black. Couldn't see nothing. I couldn't see the hand in front of my face. The only thing I knew is where that closet door was. And I had my baby. And in that closet we went. And my heart was going like this here. I mean, it was going. And I think my son, he sort of sensed that something wasn't right with Mama. And he was right. And so I had his bottle. I'm trying to give him his bottle. But, he's not crying or anything. But I'm so nervous. I don't want him to get all nervous. But I guess he had to feel my heart. Because I was one scary character, okay? And I mean, it didn't last. I would say it would last maybe 10, 15 minutes. It was very, but it seemed like an eternity, I tell you. And I'm telling you, when I got, after all the roaring and everything stopped, I came out of the closet, eased out of the closet, and I looked outside. Boy, I'm telling you, was nothing down. The trees, the branches from the trees that they had covered the streets, power lines were down. I seen a tree, big, I don't know how big around that tree. It was bigger than this door, bigger than the doorway, pulled up by the root. And the the transformer, which was about a half a block down from where I lived, had exploded. It was real noise. A whole bunch of noise was in there. And I'm telling you, I ain't did so much praying in my life as I did that day. I prayed to God. And baby, I was calling on the Lord to help me. Because I just knew, this house was going to go over. And I'm in the closet. There's a lot of clothes in the closet. Boxes and stuff in the closet. But I'm sitting on top of the boxes. But I'm still keeping in mind, oh God, if it goes over, it's the end of me and my baby. But God heard my prayer. Guess what? He heard me calling him. And I tell you, I went to church I went to church that Sunday. Me and my sister picked me up. Me and my baby went to church. Oh, I tell you, I was one scared sister. I'm out of the bathroom now, y'all. Scared about all the, I got really excited there for a minute. But it looks like things have gotten brighter outside. And, oh Lord, I should never show my face in the light, right? Because it really makes me look really, really old. But Well, I am kind of old, but you know, I don't got no business looking like that. But anyway, like I said, you know, we were okay. Thank God it was okay, but there was a lot of trees that came over the transformer. We were not without lights for like 4 or 5 days. No lights. Can you imagine that with a baby? But my sister had came by. I guess she must have been thinking about me. And she brought me a cooler, you know, with ice. And that's how I kept the baby's milk. You know, I had the baby's milk in there. I'll tell you, that storm was something else. I don't think I've been that scared since. Not really. I've never that scared since. I've never heard so much noise. I mean, trees. There was a garage across, like, to the neighbor's house. I could see the other neighbor's backyard. A tree actually lifted up and boom, fell on top of her garage, lifted up off the ground and fell on top of her garage, landed on top of her garage. You couldn't even walk down the street unless you were walking on a branch or either. The street was just full. Matter of fact, my brother, he had a whole bunch of Polaroid pictures after that storm because he came up and took pictures of the neighborhood and everything. And you know what the weird thing was? Nobody died in that storm. Not one person. Not one. Somebody said something about a baby was sucked out of the window. I don't think nobody got dead. But you would think from all the destruction that storm had done, that somebody would have died. I know one business went out of business after that because the store, they had just closed. It was a fish market. They had just closed the store when the storm hit. At 5:35, that's the time that my clock went out. And they must have closed 5:30 because it destroyed that little fish place. And they never really opened it up again. Yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible, y'all. I'll tell you. Ooh, I got all excited just talking about it. But anyway, I'm back in here in my living room now. I don't know if the storm is over or not, but it looks a little brighter outside, I can tell you that. You know, it's not as dark as it was when I first went into the bathroom. Like, let's see. I don't know. See? There it is. Streets were wet. And I'm going to get off the phone now, y'all. And I hope my daughter don't call me back. But I got to call her or something to see how, you know, because she lives in a different city from me. She lives closer to Hartford. Not Hartford, Wallingford. If y'all know where that is. Meriden, you know where Meriden is? That's where she lives at. Her and her son. Am I recording? Oh. I'll talk to y'all later because I have yelled and got all dramatic about a whole lot of, you know, unnecessary stuff. So I'm not going to have no coffee because I had a coffee already. But I think I will have something to drink after all that. Oh, I got some water right here. Have a good day, y'all. I go with love. See you later. Bye-bye.